Hey student, I am teacher Prix and I'm going to help you talk to anyone, anywhere, anytime in English. It is Wednesday night and I am here live to help you work on your English. Today we're going to be talking about vocabulary and how this practice can help you become an independent English speaker who can speak English and understand native or no-native speakers. So we're gonna mistakes you can make connected with this vocabulary practice, how it interferes with a very important part of your learning process. So it is going to be a very interesting live lesson. So as usual, make sure to join, participate. It'll be really good for you. People on Instagram, if you want to catch the slides of the lesson, come to YouTube. That's where you get to see the slides. Other than that, today we're going to be talking about vocabulary, okay? People on Instagram, if you don't see these slides, it's because you're not on YouTube. Now, guys, this vocabulary practice will help you become an independent English speaker. If you don't know me very well, I am Teacher Prix, English teacher for more than 15 years. I've been to Harvard, took certifications. I'm also a master practitioner of NLP, Neuro-Linguistic Programming. And in my method, I combine language and emotions, brain and language strategies to help students become independent English speakers. That's my goal. If you're here watching this lesson or catching the replay, it means you want to make a change and improve your English skills. So here, as usual, I have three types of English learners. I have newbies, I have regulars, I have BSA. So newbie is a student who doesn't know me. Maybe you're watching the replay and you don't know me very well. So hey there, hello, nice to meet you. You're a newbie. Or you could be a regular, someone who already knows me. You know me. You are a regular. Or you are a student in my online program, the Academy. That means you are a BSA. So these are the hashtags, okay, that we have for you guys. Now, let's keep rocking. Learning collocations. I am going to be talking about what the vocabulary practice is right off the bat. Because simply knowing what the practice is not going to change your life, okay? There are specific characteristics, specific mistakes you need to learn. You need to learn about collocations in English and how not knowing this properly, using this incorrectly, will impact your journey to fluency, okay? Your journey to becoming an independent English speaker. Because if you're watching this lesson, replay or not, it means you want to become more independent. You want to unlock your English. You want to feel more confident. You want to remember vocabulary, reduce the mistakes you make. I imagine these are things you want to do. That are changes you want to make on your English skills. So here is the thing. Students focus too much on learning more words, but they ignore the collocations. So they have a collection of words. Words. Not work, words. Like Rihanna's song, work. No, words. So students have too many vocabulary lists with words, any words, but they don't pay attention to collocations and how, depending on how you use the word, native speakers will not understand you. And this can impact your journey to fluency. You may feel a little, oh my God, using the wrong collocation may impact your emotions. And I'm going to talk a little bit about that very soon. So here we have a typical example. I have two questions here. People on Instagram, pay attention to the question. It's the same question actually, but two options. Do you take coffee every morning or do you drink coffee every morning? Which one do you think is better? Do you take coffee every morning or do you drink coffee every morning? Which one is better? Tell me here in the chat. Option A or option B. Do you take coffee or do you drink coffee every morning? So I want to know, do you take coffee every morning or do you drink coffee every morning? Coffee every morning. So Rosangela says take coffee. Santiago says drink coffee. Okay, Alison says number 2, so option 2, drink coffee. Danny says drink coffee. Carlene says drink coffee. Okay, interesting. Jealous says drink coffee. Okay, good, good. So you have to participate. Pay attention. Marcos, I don't know what is opción. Okay, this is an English class. Only English, please. Fernando says B. Erica thinks it's the same. It's not the same. Maria says B. Okay. Josiel, hello there. Hello, Juliana. What's the best option? Do you take coffee or do you drink coffee? Wowzero says both. I asked for only one option. Cristiano says B. Okay, very well. So this question, the 2 options I gave you, are connected with collocation. And if you don't study collocations in English, it doesn't matter how much you try, how hard you work, you're not going to become that independent English speaker that I know that you guys want to become. And this is an important practice that you need to work on. And I'm going to be showing you what to do, how to do it. I'm going to show you examples of mistakes. So, vivendo no flow. I am living on the flow. Option B. Option N, I don't know. Juliana, you prefer coffee. That's wonderful. But what is the correct option? Do you take coffee every morning or do you drink coffee every morning? This is connected with today's lesson. And why is this practice important? Emotions. Okay? Tell me, do you feel good or do you feel bad about your English when you're speaking, when you're studying? Tell me here in the chat. Do you feel good? So I feel good. Or do you feel bad? I feel, or so. I have 3 options, okay? Teacher, I feel good. Teacher, I feel bad. Teacher, I feel so. Tell me here in the chat. Good, bad, or so? Tell me here in the chat. How do you feel about your English? Roberta, how do you feel about your English? Jamiel, Ezekiel, Hugo. Alison, medium. Okay, so. Bad, unfortunately. Oh my goodness. Rosangela, so. Okay, Maria, so. We need to change this so to good and eventually to awesome. Now, what is the connection between collocations, vocabulary, and emotions? Learning vocabulary, pay attention because this is important. Learning vocabulary the right way will help you become more independent. Feeling independent is an emotion. It's connected to how you feel. But to feel that way, that you can go anywhere, anytime, talk to anyone, we need to work on the vocabulary as well. That's why in my method, I like to talk about emotions and language. Because when you study the right way, when you learn vocabulary the right way, when you make these small corrections, you feel more confident. You build up your confidence to talk to people in English, to have job interviews, to go anywhere, anytime, start conversations with strangers on the street. You know, I have a challenge for you. I want you to one day, I want you to start a conversation with a complete stranger in English, okay? When you travel or maybe at work, someone you don't know, start a conversation with a complete stranger. Then you will remember me. Oh, anyone, anywhere, anytime. What? This is so cool, you know? It is very, very important. Danny, you did it. Awesome. Isn't it great to talk to a complete stranger in English? Like, oh, hi, what's up? Yo, how you doing? Now, guys, your independence to communicate to speak to native speakers, know native speakers, and to understand native speakers will be the result of the combination of English habits, they study habits, and today I'm going to show you a practical study habit connected with collocations, connected with vocabulary, and also the emotions, okay? So combining both how you feel about your English, your confidence, and the strategies, they will help you eliminate your fears, okay? And why am I talking about this? What happens when you use the wrong collocation? And I'm going to give you more examples of bad collocations, okay? Now, when you use the wrong collocation in English, you feel like your English is not good enough. You feel like, oh, my English is bad, you know? Oh, my God, my English is not good. This is one feeling. You feel like your English is not good. You feel stupid sometimes. And this happened to me in the past, okay? So we feel stupid. Oh no, I cannot believe I said this in English. What? I'm so stupid. Oh my God. So you feel stupid. This is also an emotion. You feel like your vocabulary is bad. Oh, my vocabulary is very poor. My God. And in some cases, you begin to make these mistakes, collocation mistakes, vocabulary mistakes, you start to feel afraid to speak English again in the future because you don't know how to study collocations, or maybe you don't take the time to study this in English, so you start to feel afraid, insecure. I don't know if I can do this. My English is bad. I don't know. And also inappropriate. You feel like, oh, I used this basic wording incorrectly. A basic word incorrectly. What? I'm not appropriate. My English is not appropriate for a job interview. My English is not appropriate for this conversation. My English is not appropriate. So these feelings, these thoughts are connected with emotions, okay? And independent English speakers understand how to work on this. It's not only about being, it's not only about being positive. No, I'm confident. I believe in myself. I can do this. You need to work on the language. You need to do the exercises. You need to do the right practice, okay? That's important. Allison, I agree with you. It's important to improve your vocabulary. You work and live in Ireland, so that is necessary for you. Maybe you can have better opportunities. You know, you can find better jobs, better opportunities by improving your English skills. So that's very important, okay? Now, that being said, if you choose the wrong collocation, it'll be difficult for people to understand you. But here's the thing. It's not that native speakers will not understand you, like zero, nothing. And I'm going to tell you some stories of what happened to me when I lived in Boston. I made collocation mistakes too. I still make, okay? I'm always studying, learning, and practicing, but I sometimes make collocation mistakes. That's why I believe English is a journey. You're always getting better. You're always making small improvements, okay? So when you are in a conversation, whether it is a job interview or you are on the plane talking to the flight attendant or at a restaurant ordering something or talking to someone on the street, if you choose the wrong collocation, what happens at that moment? The native speaker may understand you, okay? He will be like, Oh, okay, I get it now. They will have that delay, that 2-second delay. But the problem is the facial expression. They may look intrigued by your choice of word, by your choice of vocabulary, okay? And that reaction, that quick reaction may cause you to feel embarrassed, make you feel bad, make you feel, oh my God, there's a problem with me. And this moment will begin to make you feel insecure about your English. So you see why studying collocations is important. To avoid these moments. Of course, they're going to happen, but not all the time. That's why we study. That's why we improve, so that we can reduce the frequency these problems, these situations happen. Misunderstanding happens in conversations, okay? No, Erica, collocations is about combination of words, okay? So, for example, let's go back to the coffee thing, okay? I take coffee or I drink coffee. You drink coffee. I don't take water. I drink water. Please don't go. So I don't take water. I drink water. Can I use I take water? It's possible. I am taking my water to someone, or I'm taking water to someone. Okay, then it's possible. But in general, I drink coffee. I have coffee. Have is a collocation. Sometimes the students think, I have coffee. I have coffee. I have a car. I have a coffee. Yes, you have coffee. You have coffee every morning. Coffee. Wee. Okay, water. But you don't take. Now, teacher, but I saw once in a movie. Well, can you see this collocation? It's possible, but it's rare, okay? It's rare. And native speakers don't like this option so much. I even went on some forums, some discussions among native speakers, teachers, and students, and there was a discussion about this. And take coffee is not so common. It's not so usual. It doesn't sound so natural. This is why learning collocations is important, okay? Alison, the PVC is a sequence, okay? Collocation is combination of words. So, for example, have coffee is a possible collocation, is a possible combination. There are many collocations in English. For example, you do yoga. You don't make yoga. You do yoga. You make a mistake. You don't do mistake. You make a mistake. So if you are having a conversation with a native speaker and you say, oh, I did a mistake. Yeah, too. It sounds different. This is a popular one. But there are some invisible moments when you don't know what the collocation is because you never took the time to discover, to find out, to see, to learn the collocation, the possible collocations with those words. Okay? Now, let me tell you the story when I lived in Boston. This happened to me. That's why I tell you, we need to this is something we need to include in our practice. Now, when I lived in Boston, I was an au pair, okay? Do you know what au pair is? Basically, au pair is a babysitter. I was an au pair. I lived with an American family. I took care of 2 kids, a baby boy and a toddler, like a 2-year-old girl. She was not like such a young toddler, but okay. And once she got sick, and the mom gave me some medicine, okay? Medicine, okay? And then when she got home, when the mother got home, I told her, oh yeah, she took her remedy at 5. I don't remember 5. I just put the time because I don't remember the time, okay? So I told the mom, yeah, she took her remedy. And then the mother was like, that's why I will never forget this story. We were in the kitchen. I was sitting at the table, and then she looked at me, she smiled, because it was not the first time I used the word remedy. It was not the first time, but it was the first time she corrected me. She looked at me and she said, wow, Priscilla, she was very sweet, okay, very sweet. She looked at me and she said, wow, Priscilla, every time you say remedy, I feel like I am in like a Harry Potter movie, like an old movie, and you're like that healer, and healer is like the doctor, but the natural magical version, the healer, and you are healing my daughter with a natural herb or something. And I was like, oh, I was so embarrassed. It happens. And then she told me, it's not so common. The word remedy exists, but we don't use it as much. We use medicine. And in some cases, we even abbreviate to MAD or meds in the plural. So she took her MAD, okay? She took her MAD at 5. So that's awesome. She took her medicine at 5. So this would be better than saying she took her remedy at 5. So you see, at that moment, if I were very insecure about my English, I would have been devastated. Of course, I was a little embarrassed. I was like, oh man, good one for me. But that taught me a very important lesson. I had to work on collocations, and not many schools, not many methods are worried about teaching people how to use collocations in English because it takes a little bit of time. Let me show you a case study of a BSA. We have BSA watching. BSA are my babies, my sardines in my ocean, my online program. And in my program, my babies always have vocabulary lessons. And there, I'm always teaching them the right collocations. So they already, when they learn new words, when they learn new expressions, they are already learning the right collocations. And when they create examples to me and they post on the platform, I always give them that kind of feedback. Just because you learn a new word does not mean you can use anywhere, anytime. They don't teach you that. Oh, I learned a new phrasal verb. Whee! Anywhere, anytime. No. Collocation. There's a place. There is a time. Otherwise, you could learn a very advanced phrasal verb, a very advanced adjective or verb or noun. But if you use it in the wrong place or with the wrong combination, you will not sound cool. You will not sound advanced. People will immediately know you don't know how to use the word. That's why I always tell my babies, that's why I always tell my students, fluency is communication, not perfection. You don't need to learn the most advanced words to go anywhere, anytime. That's not necessary, because when you learn a very advanced word, you have a second job. First, you learned the advanced word, but now we have a second job, and people don't pay attention to this second job, which is to learn how to use this the same way native speakers do. And this is usually related to collocation. So depending on the conversation you have, people will be like, that's a good word, but it's such a strange situation. So this happens. So that's why it is so important. So my babies in the academy, this is one example. They shouldn't learn the word refreshment, okay? And then she posted, let me read it here, because she was creating examples, because in my program, the students are always creating examples with the vocabulary they study. So she wrote this example using vocabulary from the lesson. So she said this: no one can deny that we are tired of this pandemic. She wrote pandemia, so I corrected. And then she said, we need a refreshment. Now, is refreshment wrong? No, refreshment is a good word. But the collocation, we need a refreshment. This is not a good collocation. And that's the problem. That's the mistake she made. It is a collocation. Do you want to know what refreshment is in many cases? Refreshment is connected to drinks and small amounts of food. that you give in a public event, maybe a small event, a public place. So you have some refreshments. Light refreshments are usually served during a coffee break. So that's a refreshment. So she learned an interesting word, but she used the word in the wrong place. Bingo! Collocation problem. So learning vocabulary to become an independent English speaker, that's why independence. This independence comes from understanding emotions and building the right study habits. And here she was practicing. She did a good job. She learned. I gave her the explanation and she understood. So here she used a new word, but the collocation was wrong. So here I told her, well, I recommend refreshment is not, though. Look at what I said to her. Refreshment is not the best word here. Even though I understand what you mean because I'm a teacher, so it's easy for me to understand what she means. The collocation doesn't sound right. So I recommend you find a better term or write your sentence in a different way. So then I gave her an example. We need a fresh start, okay? So here I use the adjective fresh. We need a fresh start, okay? That is better than refreshment. So I think she understood that the refreshing, we need to refresh from this pandemic. Wrong collocation. In English, we have a good expression for that, a fresh start, to start again. That's better. Now, would a native speaker understand? They would be a little confused. They would be, they would need like a few seconds to understand. They would be, okay, I understand now. And this moment, when the native speaker doesn't understand you, if you don't work on your emotions, you will immediately associate that with your ability to communicate. And in some cases, you will feel afraid, insecure, embarrassed. That's why in my method, I always tell my students emotion and language. Okay, you made a mistake, you learn, you get up and go, you try again. Now you're learning about this. I'm going to give you strategies about this, and you're going to improve, you're going to get better, okay? So that's the focus, that's the goal of this lesson. Now, the wrong way to go about this, okay? The wrong way to work on this important subject in English. One key point here is be careful not to get too involved in translation. Ooh, translation. How? But teacher, in my language, we say X, Y, and Z. So if I translate this word to English, I should say blah, blah, blah. This connection between your language and English, you have to be careful, okay? Very, very careful. That's the wrong way to go. Another common mistake here. I lose time. Tell me here, people on Instagram, pay attention. I lose time or I waste time? Lose or waste? Tell me here, people. I lose time or I waste time? Erica, I thought to reveal our English after the forced to stop. No, this phrase would need to be rewritten. You're probably thinking in your language. It doesn't sound natural, okay? I would rewrite the entire phrase. This is actually something I do a lot with the BSA. They post their examples and I correct them or I tell them, do it again. So this would be a typical example that I would need to tell my student to rewrite it again, okay? So tell me, waste time or lose time? I want to know. Carlin says waste time. Allison, waste time. Let's see. You're getting smart. Vanessa, just the spelling, okay? Waste. Waste time, okay? Interesting. Who else here on Instagram? Come on, people. Now, waste time. You don't lose time. You lose You lose your keys, you lose your wallet, you lose your phone, but you don't lose time. You waste time, okay? You took a quick shower or you took a fast shower? I want to know, what's the correct one? I took a quick shower or I took a fast shower? What is the correct answer? I took a quick shower or a fast shower? Alison, not lose, waste, okay? Waste time. So what is the correct one? Took a quick shower or a fast shower? What's the best one? Fast shower, quick shower, fast shower, quick shower. Tell me the answer. Robson says quick shower. Eliana says quick. Ederlani says quick. José says fast. Who else? I want to see your answers. Participation is key. I'm here for you. Dani says quick. Okay. Who else? People on YouTube. Come on. Carlin says quick. Moneda says quick. Maria quick. Hayton quick. Good. Quick. Alison says quick. Anna says fast. So I'm sorry to break it to you, but it's quick. Quick shower. Okay? But synonyms. No. Collocations. Again, collocations. When you learn a new word, you need to study the collocation. And I will show you some easy things you can do to help you learn, to help you start to think about this. Sometimes the students don't even think about this. Oh, what is the right collocation? Tell me, do you think about that when you're learning vocabulary? What are possible combinations? What are possible collocations with this word? Or you just learn, new word, great. Do you take the time? What are possible combinations with this new word? That's why I'm here to remind you that that's a very important thing. Okay, here, you answer the door or you open the door? Let's see what you'd say. You answer the door or you open the door? You answer the door or you open the door? What do you think? Answer the door or open the door? You open the door. Open the door, let me in. You open the door. You open the door, you answer the door. You open the door. Open the door. They're learning. Open the door. Carlin, open the door. Open the door. Let me in. Open the doors. Oh, open is winning. Okay. Let's see more answers. Come on, people on YouTube. Patricio, hello. Open the door. Eliana, open. Open the door. Robinson, answer the door. Guys, the answer is, it depends. This is also an important thing about collocations. It depends, okay? If you say open the door, you can literally open the door. It's not wrong. But if someone is knock, 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 and I am cooking, kung fu fighting, so I ask my boyfriend, go answer the door for me, please. Answer the door. So he will open the door, but he's answering the door because someone is there. Knock, 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 knock. Hello? Someone is here, okay? So do you understand the difference between opening the door and answering the door? So you answer the door, okay? You can say open the door. The open the door is literal. You are opening the door. That's it, okay? The action. But answering gives that idea. There is someone at the door knocking, so I'm going to answer, okay? It's a collocation. It's a possible collocation that native speakers use all the time. But it doesn't sound natural to us, non-native speakers. We think, what? Answer the door? The door doesn't speak? The door didn't ask me any questions? Why am I answering the door? It's weird. But that's what native is. That's what native speakers do. They go, they answer the door. Okay. Oh, someone is knocking. Can you answer the door, please? Okay. Just like answer the phone. Can you answer the phone? Someone's calling. Can you answer the phone? Okay. So these are important collocations. So guys, pay attention that translation doesn't only happen when you go to Google Translation and you translate a word, okay? No, that's not how it happens. Sometimes it's the mentality, thinking of how you do it in your language and try to do the same in English. That's the translation danger, okay? Sometimes we students think, oh, so just if I go to Google Translate and that's it. No, it's the mindset. Not everything you do in your language will be the same in English. There are many differences, cultural differences, like the remedy and medicine. Remedy is okay, is correct. So what's the point of learning a very advanced word, but you don't learn the right collocation? You will sound stupid. You will sound a little if you don't pay attention to the collocation. That's why I always tell my students, focus on learning important words, important vocabulary. Don't worry about learning the most advanced, cutting edge vocabulary, because you will have a second job. It's not just learning the word, but it's learning how to use it, how native speakers use it. So the collocation is a key practice that you need to implement right now. But Priscilla, how can I do this? How can I, make a change? Yes, we can. Well, first, you will analyze the collocation. So the next time you learn a new word, your second job is, okay, I learned the definition. Now I can Google some possible collocations with that word. And stop making comparisons with your native language. Different languages, different practices, different history, different culture. So you learn a new word, find possible collocations, okay? Another common collocation mistake students make. Teacher, I made a party last weekend. I made a party. Wrong, okay? You don't make a party. You throw a party, okay? I throw, in the past, threw. I threw a party last weekend. Ooh, I prepared everything. I threw a party. You don't make a party. You throw a party. So you see, it's collocation. So if you're having a conversation to a native speaker and you say, wow, last weekend I made a party, they will understand. But they'll be like, you don't know that. We don't say it that way. We don't talk that way. So depending on the person you're having that conversation with, if the person has a different reaction, like a facial expression that can make you feel a little uncomfortable, unconsciously, you will be building that negative association. Oh, my vocabulary is poor. My vocabulary is bad. So that's something you need to be careful about. That's why taking the time to check possible collocations is necessary, okay? For example, something that sometimes students say, very. Teacher, the party was very excellent. I organized the party. Organize the party. You're thinking in your language. Can you say I organized the party? You can, but there are better collocations. You planned a party, okay? You put it together. That are other possible ways to say it. So that is not, okay? So very excellent. Oh, teacher, my weekend was very excellent. Was very excellent what? No, it was excellent. You don't say very in that situation. What is this? This is a collocation mistake. So there are collocation mistakes with verbs, with adjectives, with nouns, with phrasal verbs. There are collocations everywhere. Wherever you go, I'll be there. I'll be there for you, You can start with the most basic verbs like make, do, Let's see. Make, do, give, take, go, buy. And you will find collocations with these guys, okay, that you can start studying. It's a good way to go. Now, let me move forward here before I go. Steps you can follow today. Pay attention to the steps. You will need to do a little bit of work, okay? Pay attention to the collocations you are creating based on your native language, okay? They will not always make sense in English. They will make sense in your head. That's why taking the time to go to Google, that's tip number 2, step number 2. Go to Google, type common collocations with, and the word you're learning. Let's say you learned the word outstanding. You learned the word outstanding. Find some common collocations with outstanding, okay? That's, let's see here, common collocations with, there are many results. Look, outstanding. You did an outstanding job. Let's see. You are outstanding in every respect. Outstanding at. There are many. Google will show you possible combinations. That's what collocation is. So I'm not saying that you have to go and search outstanding and collocations with it. I'm just showing you the step, how you do it. So you learned a new word. Go and find collocations with it, okay? But teacher, what if it's a phrasal verb? Then you're going to search for phrasal verb examples, phrases. There are so many phrases on the internet. You just need to go and Google. Find common examples, because sometimes you learn the phrasal verb, but the way you're trying to use it is not appropriate. So if you go and you use it in a conversation, people will not understand. And then in your head, you will think, wow, but I am using an advanced word. How come they don't understand me? I thought I was an independent English speaker. Well, independence will come from knowing how to work on your vocabulary. That's what I always say. It's not about the quantity. It's about the quality. And knowing the collocations is connected with quality. And then the final step, practice. You learned the word, you checked the meaning, you learned it, then you checked some possible collocations. Now you will create examples. Create examples with the new word you learned. Now you learned some collocations. Maybe you learned 2 phrases, two possible combinations, 3 possible combinations. Describe something important to you, something that happened to you, and connect with that collocation, connected with your life, and use the new word that you have learned. Guys, this will definitely, if you are consistent with this practice, this vocabulary practice will make you more independent to speak to people in English and to understand people in English. Because when you learn vocabulary the right way, when you learn these collocations, when you listen to these collocations in English, then it makes more sense. Then you begin to understand native speakers. You begin to understand those movies. You begin to understand interviews because you are learning about their world and the vocabulary they use and the combinations, the collocations they make in real life conversations. That's why it is so important, okay? Now, guys, I hope you enjoyed today's live. I will be live again on Friday. I will see you on Friday, same place, same time. Other than that, share this lesson with your friends. Invite your friends to watch. And I will see you on Friday, people on Instagram. And I will see you on Friday, people on YouTube. Thank you so much. Thank you. Bye-bye.